Good morning and welcome to the MGC again. On today's show we preview the upcoming golf season. We have a feature on the world famous Bandit Society, where they've installed a new skipper this year in Mr. Michael Watts. We feature last year's Golfer of the Year, Mr. Julian Too Serious Thomas, and his views how he's going to retain his title which he so convincingly won last year. We also do a feature on John Semicircle Morris, who this year has changed his clubs and is hoping to break his duck and win his first weekly diddly with the Bandits in 10 years. But first we go on to our on-course reporter, the Cardy Farmer.
Good morning, Cardy Farmer here again. Cumdingley Flip-Flops country file correspondent. You join us on a mildly moist morning. I often wake up to mildly moist mornings, but as long as the electric blanket isn't plugged in, I've got away with it once again. Now then, let's get on with our course report. We're outside the clubhouse, we're in front of the 18th green. Now this is an innocuous... Bloody hell, who writes this damn script? It's a hole that doesn't look too hard usually, but on a day like today, it might be a little bit more of a prospect. The wind is coming from the clubhouse, and what would turn the hole from what is usually a drive and a mid-iron or a wedge into something slightly longer. Eddie Matthews, double driver for you today, boy, double driver. Now then, no doubt you're wondering why I am dressed slightly differently. Well, I have taken into a bit of amateur dramatics down in the village, and I was asked to take on the role of Lawrence of Arabia, as made famous by Peter O'Toole all those years ago. And mark my words, dressed like this for the last week, I felt pretty much a bit of a tool myself. Now then, let's get back to the course report. The 18th, as I say, not too difficult usually, but on a day like today, we've got a bunker either side of the green that are like giant hands, ready to grasp your balls as you thrust them towards what is quite a moist and fluffy patch. Let's come and take a look at the bunker over here now. It's a bit like the sands of Iwo Jima in there. A few weeks back it was a bit like Bondi Beach, but the weather has dried up and the wind has blown and the sand has dried out, which has made them quite a different proposition. Now then, I'm pretty handy with a branding iron, but I'm going to give it a go at one of these damn things. Now let's have a look and see what happens, eh? Right there. Hopefully, I'm not going to leave it in there. Take aim at the flag. Hope we don't leave it in the car park. Not bad first time out. But like I say, I'm far better with a branding iron. Now, it's the start of spring, which is traditionally a time of year where golfers like to buy new equipment. Mike Watts, oh dear, what a mistake have you made. I understand last week that new Cobra driver of yours, it was like somebody wielding, well, it was like a satsuma on the end of a stick. You were slashing around indiscriminately in the rough. Well, boy, you've got to do a lot better than that today if it's going to pay dividends. Take one last look at the course before we leave once again. And I now have to go home and prepare, ready for next week's amateur dramatics. But I'm going to take the role of Maverick in Top Gun. I feel the need for speed.